That's very
Hello.
powerful. Very nice. Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry if it was really loud and blew anybody's speakers out. I have to fix that.
Ah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
it's good to see you, Ali. I am so happy that we could reconnect and
yeah,
welcome
yeah,
to our channel because we're simulcasting. So
yeah, yeah,
I'm excited to do this again, and I just wanted to thank everyone for coming
yeah,
and watching. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
so how have you been?
I've been okay. Had a lot of water issues in my house for the last couple of years,
Oh,
and
no.
so it's interesting because I'm not an astrologer, but my Neptune has been in Pisces, which is water, water, water everywhere, and it's like I'll be happy when that moves away, goes into
Yeah.
something
You know,
new.
that's interesting because I there maybe I don't know how long ago, maybe a year or two ago, I had a client who she kind of was having the same thing, and it was she was away, and then her like her lines in her backyard exploded, so it was like she
Oh
had
boy,
water like literally shooting up into the sky. I
yeah,
asked in the session, and they're like, "This is supposed to be just like the body. It's supposed to be symbolic, and depending on
yeah.
what the water is doing, it's supposed to be reflective of what's going on in your life." So I don't know.
No, thank you. Then everybody, actually, if that's the truth, Jason, then everybody should be feeling like shit because we're in the middle of a shit show. And so our bodies. Oh, yeah. But I can see
True.
that. It really it is. And it's like Louise Hay's book that I really love and tells you, what it is you're doing
Yeah,
wrong. You fix yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. For her, it was like everything.
Yeah.
She was like not leaking.
That happened to me, honestly. My
Yeah,
kitchen exploded, and then
yeah,
then they didn't like my pipes, and so I had to have all new plumbing. And then my RV next door
yeah.
got water damage and mold. So it was like,
Wow,
oh my God, I'm done. But anyway, I survived, and I'm here,
that's
and
good.
and I'm glad you're back because
Yeah,
I don't know that a lot of people here remember you because it's been a while, but I do, and we always have a good time. So
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
some people like my lightheartedness, some people don't, but I figure
Well,
laughter's the best, the
it
highest
is.
vibration.
It
So yeah,
it is, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing readings. I know that there was one question from Ness. Health questions, of course, those are open. We're not doctors, so this
Right.
isn't medical advice. Entertainment purposes only, so feel free to post what you like. I'm open
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Bear with me. I haven't done the question moderation for a while, so I will try my
He
best to
jumped
keep up.
right back into it. I kind of made him do it first. I'll do it
Yeah.
next time. Yeah. He'll be so
If
much
I miss
happier.
you, it's not personal. I will try my best.
So here's what you have to have. I pulled this card before we came, and it's the oak tree, and
Yeah.
it says power, courage, and strength.
Okay.
So
I'll be
we're both
channeling my.
nuts. We're both nuts, and so we'll both have the power and strength together. So there you go.
That's very, very, very true.
Huh.
So let's see questions.
I did see one from, is it
Cindy
Cindy?
Lee.
Yeah. So Cindy had a question.
So we'll go ahead and post that one.
All right.
I have to grab my cards. That's the one thing.
That might help. That's fine. That's fine. All right, Linda, I will let him know. I'm going to write it down so I can give him the times. It is really hard when you haven't done this for a long time, and then you have to go in and redo it. And, oh my God, I forgot how to do this. So yeah, so Linda Kennedy is at 12:07 my time. So I guess that might be 1:07 your time. Are you in Mountain Time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I don't rely on the cards. It's
No, I know, but they're nice to have with you. Yeah.
yeah, they're more validating for me for anything, which I've learned. So I just like
That's
to have
awesome.
them as
And I'm
And they're
working to
pretty,
try
you know,
not
I
to
like,
use them, but
they're
they do help. Yeah, yeah, they do.
very visual too, so
Uh-huh.
it helps. Let's
Hi,
see.
Marina. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for being here. Oh, Cindy, your family crest is a squirrel holding a nut. Oh my God! And you're the first person who had a question.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Cindy, how am I hearing do next week?
Oh, I wish you lots of luck. Hi, Richie. Carl Hees is here, and Christine and Linda, and it's so good to have everybody here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. If workman's comp is anything like unemployment hearings, they want to hear what they want to hear, and that it's like you have to know their language, and so that's not always helpful because you get a little nervous having to do it. So it's like you have to craft the right words. That's what I got out of this guide. But it says here a journey, and he's pointing to the boat. So I'm thinking to myself, this might mean it will continue until your journey will continue. I'm hoping so. Or it could be that you're worried about that. But look, I get reinforcement. So I think that tells me it's going to turn out okay for you, but make sure you be careful how you word things. For instance, if they say, well, you could say, well, I felt really good one day, so I went out back and I did this and I re-hurt myself. And they go, oh, well, we can't help you anymore, because they're looking for those types of things. Yeah.
So on the surface, this might not look good. Storm, spirit, chaos. However,
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
This is kind of like I kind of associate this one with like a death card. This isn't bad news. This is just showing you that it is the the storm and the chaos, but we often forget that what comes after that is it's supplying the earth with rain, and earth and nutrients, and everything blooms and everything's great, which is reinforced by little bluebird spirit, happiness, and joy. So if anything,
yeah,
birds are coming out after the storm and singing their songs. So that's a good positive outlook for you for next week. So that's good news. Watching your words, and all go well.
All go well. That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So I don't know if Ness actually posted a question.
All right, Carl.
Health related.
No, she's probably in and out. Oops. So if she comes and she knows, she may ask again. All right.
Okay.
All right. So
may I hear from my spirit team for guidance next week.
Good luck, Cindy. So you got Linda. Rocks is at. There's two more. I'm just trying to help you out. Oh, you got it. Good. All right.
Oh, and you can start too?
No, I can't.
Oh,
I can't.
Okay.
No. But above that, Linnea at 111.
There we go. Okay. Let's see. Spirit team for next week.
So, Carl, it must be early in the morning. He's in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. What do we got for you? Carl, I got some really cool cards for you. And these are I'm using these cards. They're fairly new. They're the Green Witch Oracle deck. And I like them. That was where I got the nut in the beginning. But and you ended up with two nuts. So we have a butterfly is the first one. It says transformation. And so I'm feeling like lighter energy is coming your way. When you get a butterfly, they've been through that stage where they were a caterpillar first. And, it's kind of like being a low life. And then finally you get your wings and you can do whatever you want. So I'm feeling like the work you've done to prepare yourself has sort of given you more flight. But the next card I got is it's actually a chipmunk, but it looks like a squirrel. But it says preserve security, forethought, and thrift. So there's money in here, Carl. And I'm thinking that money may come, but be careful because you don't know when the next amount will. That's all. Just, make sure you do your plan ahead, which is most of us on Social Security at this point, which he isn't, but
yeah. 3 a.m. That's wow.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's see. So the first card I got is the Druid, holding the space. So this is all about tapping into healing energies, spending time in nature. Also, the Druid's about harnessing your inner power and also, connecting with the universe and things like that. So that's essential aspect of what needs to happen beyond the money. And also the Sun, and joy, success, and happiness. So this is, I feel like this is not only about things to come, but for next week, but also, tapping into the solar plexus, the seat of the emotions, harnessing the inner power. So along the lines of the Druid as well. And also encouraging you to, meditation, focusing on your solar plexus area region, in order to kind of tap into that. That's a part that is important for all of us right now. So,
right. Yep.
I feel like that's not just for you, but everyone who's here as well. So thank you for the question.
Yeah. Awesome. So I'm just going back and finding times to send you back to whenever we're ready. But that's not right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, everybody, if you don't know, I'm from my channel. Jason's been on with me, and I've been on with him probably 4 or 5 times in the past. And he's also a QHHT for what's the word I want to say? Practitioner. That's the word I want to say. And he's fabulous. So yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Of course. Linda, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah. All right. Ooh. All right. So another new deck I have, Linda. I have the Midnight Sun deck. And wouldn't we love to see that about now? So we are dealing with the eclipse working this weekend and the Ides of March. Ooh-wee. So it's saying that you should sing. So, and I know when it's the summertime, Linda lives in Maryland. She goes out and does water walking in her pool. And maybe she does it all the time. I'm not quite sure. But what I want you to know is that they want you to use your voice more. I'm feeling that. And when we open it by singing, whether anybody else wants to hear it or not, it doesn't matter. It's just that enjoyment and that outlet to get that energy to move and shift and get it working. And finally, they're saying it helps you also with creativity and bonding. So, this, and I love this. It's like the love card. So love yourself, sing, let the neighbors go, oh, if it's bad, because it doesn't really matter. It's just your outlet for your throat. There you go.
Did you say water walking?
She water walks in her pool. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. And she listens to the show. Sometimes she'll have her headphones on, She's just walking. Yeah.
But not on top of the water, or does she does?
Well, no, I don't think she's elevated herself. She's not 1,000 vibration.
I was like, that's a whole other show right there.
That's a whole other show. And she would have to be on it to show us, yes.
I know it's possible, but
yes, I know.
I had to ask.
I love that. That's cute.
Okay, Rainbow Waterfall Miracles. Interesting. I feel like this is the rain after the storm as well. So if you've been going through a lot of current life issues, this is just the reminder that, after the darkness, which is plentiful right now,
really,
always knowing that there's a rainbow at the end. Miracles will happen. I think it's interesting, the butterfly in the bottom with transformation. I feel like we're all kind of in the cocoon stage right now.
We are. We have to. Like we have to keep that energy here, right?
Yeah. But not forgetting that, there's other ways in which we can find light in the darkness, and so to celebrate that.
Yeah.
There seems to be a theme here. Ancient oak spirit. Strength.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is
Creative
really tapping into our ancient wisdom. The oak can weather anything in the storm. So just, tapping into the inner strength. I always like the doorway in this card, the doorway to kind of the mystical and the magical. So always remembering to, the playfulness, and not forgetting to get into your own personal hideaway, I guess would be the way to put it, your own personal sanctuary.
Awesome. She says butterflies are her spirit animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Let's see what else. Thank you for the question.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, struggling with nightmares this week, just hoping for something positive. My dad died
Yeah.
124.
Her dad died. Yeah.
Okay.
She said that he was about 300 pounds. I think she must have helped him and she hurt her back. And, very hard to be a caregiver anyway. And you got the manifestation, Jacqueline, actually, of the weight being on your shoulders. Yeah. So let's see what we can do. Sorry, my dear. Condolences to you.
I do know from my experience just in QHHT with people who have cared for their, loved ones towards the end of life, that one thing that we don't always recognize, even if it isn't a particular loved one that we want to be taken care of, being conscientious of taking on their physical symptoms and what they were going through in their own life. It's kind of a strange manifestation that we tend to bear the weight, especially if you're highly empathic. So if you've, paying attention to physical symptoms in your body that might reflect what your father had, and just saying, I recognize these aren't my own, and to let them go. So that's just a little
that's great advice. Yeah, that's good.
And then that's also to say that, also in the circumstances when we are called to, whether we want to or not, to care for a loved one, there's always something, unfinished business. So that can occur after their passing. So they can still hear us after the fact. So if there is anything that has been left unsaid, just to speak that out. Too.
Beautiful. Yeah. And you didn't do anything wrong. I'm sure of it, because there isn't, anything wrong. So I get rain, and I love rain. Not particularly in my yard, but it says cleansing, purification, and hydration. So of course, water can purify and it can cleanse us from what we need, but we also have to remember to hydrate. When we're in caregiver mode, we're not thinking as much of ourselves as we are of the other person. And that could be whether we're a day-to-day caregiver or just one that went to visit and, see him every other day or something. But you have to know that this is all a process, and you're going through all those stages of grief. And so purification is important. But look at this next one. It's a cauldron, but it's almost like you take whatever it is and boil it in a way to even further purify what was there. It says, with this, there is a new creation, a new opportunity, a new opening for you. And that is for healing in yourself, as Jason said, or it could be just realizing, how life cycles go. And being able to understand. You don't really understand that until you lose someone. You do. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I kind of have the same vibe with this card. It's choosing your path all as possible. So mixture of, QHHC wisdom, they don't want us to, the grieving process is important, but they don't want us to be stuck there. And it's important that in a weird sort of way, they want us to remember that we are infinite beings, that a goodbye is just to see you later, and that they're always there, and that we're going to see them again. So it is important to move forward, choosing a path, choosing a direction, because we all have, our plans that we need to live out. So it's important that we continue on them. And this is just one step in the journey, even though I
Yep.
sympathize and empathize with the loss of a loved one, but it's important.
It is. She says that she wants to help others, but she's tired because she's still healing. Yeah, you have to take your time, Jacqueline. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
don't feel bad about it. Everybody's
Yeah.
different. Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay. So I hope all goes well for you. Let's see. I think I started some random things here too.
It happens because the thing jumps, So
yeah.
Oh, you want to know what your Leering guys have to say? Ooh, that's cool.
I love the galactic questions.
They're out of this world. Oh, God. Really? This is cool. All right. Oh, your Leering guides. Oh, my God. They're so cute. They're saying you have been pursuing us and we have been pursuing you. And look at you. You're running after us because we got the goods. But, I'm guessing that this is the fun of it. It's like you get to have a communication with another whole spiritual world. And the fact that you're running after the Leering guides or they're running after you, whichever way it works, they're liking it anyway. And they are saying reinforcement. So they said, we want to do this more. We want to talk to you more. Be open to talking to us. Make sure that you sign up for dreaming about us, or we'll visit you if you'd like. And they are grateful that you want to link up with them and talk to them. So the gratitude is very big here. And yeah, boy, they had nice energy. Yeah. Yep.
So I used my galactic deck for this. So Heart of Source, the all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. So just remembering that you're not alone, that they're always there. They're always, there's always a lot of reverence for what we're doing here on Earth, and that it's not easy. And a lot of them would never want to come here or go back. There are many here right now.
Why the hell are we there?
So just remember, even the darkest of times, there's so much reverence for us and what we're doing and the challenges that we've decided to take on. So this is important. We're all from Source. So just tapping into that love when you are not feeling very loved in the moment. Interesting card here. The Thoth or Thoth light codes. I can't read it backwards on my screen. Light initiation, great future awakening, divine magic. So,
yeah.
The energy with this card in Thoth is pretty powerful. So I just would encourage you to.
Powerful entity. Yeah.
Also looking for Lyran wisdom to guide you. I'm not sure the connection, if there is one, between Thoth and the Lyrans, but that might be something to look into too.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question.
She said she got pictures of their triangle spaceships. Whoa, that's cool. Awesome. Hi, Edward. Yeah. Sylvia, it's nice to see some of you come in. Thank you for being here with us today. Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. I've got some times if you run out. So all right. There's Linnea. All right. Good.
Do my guides have any messages for me?
Is there someone on the other end of that park bench, Linnea? Or do you want somebody to be there? Yeah. What you put up is very powerful. Whatever it is, image that you have, it's almost like you're waiting there for somebody. In my thought, yeah. All right. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay, so this is interesting because it says rest and contemplation. I'm feeling as though the winter isn't quite over yet. I think it's March. Is it like March 21st or something that we get spring? So we're not too far off. But that's what they're saying you did. You rested and contemplated. And sitting on a park bench, wow. I mean, that sort of is like showing somebody resting and contemplating what they're going to do next. So the moon is going to be nuts tomorrow. We're getting a full moon eclipse. And so it says, watch to the moon. It is a red moon this time. Different phases and cycles and intuition are available to you during this time. The energy of this moon and this time period is off the charts, including the Schumann resonance. And, usually you see the Schumann at a color of yellow or orange, but it's been red. So, whoa, overwhelming energy. Yeah.
Let's see. So I got two cards that are interesting. So the first one, the Peacekeeper card, which is letting go of the need to be right. So important, especially now.
Yes.
There's an aspect of this card that
Yeah.
it's being the peaceful warrior. So knowing and understanding that others have free will just as much as you do, and have free will in terms of the choices they make, the lessons they learn, everything else, and that we can do is really put our energy out there, say what we need to say.
Mm-hmm.
If they accept it and choose to accept, they don't. If they don't, they don't. And it's not our responsibility to do that.
Right.
And I think that message is so important right now.
It definitely is. Yeah. We feel
Where,
so hanging from threads. Yeah.
It's important to speak our minds and speak what we have to say. But if people don't hear us, it's not our responsibility. They can do what they want to do. And learn the lessons or not that they need to learn. So that's what's important. The second one here, trader, not traitor.
Those are the people we're having a problem with.
Exchange energy to create abundance. Usually in times when we feel overwhelmed or stressed out and everything else, we kind of close in, and that's the last thing that we should really do. So just a reminder, especially with that other card about needing to be right, we tend to shut down if we feel like we're not heard, and we need to go the opposite direction. So,
definitely
keep giving and keep loving and keep, expressing the love, and not forget that we are by nature love, even in adversity and conflict. So
definitely. Yeah. I just ended up buying myself another Bernie Sanders shirt because he's stepping up and he's using his voice. And
it feels like it's without getting political, I feel like it's like so late that the people are
well, yeah. But he is getting, it is too late, obviously, with the election, but he's trying. At least he's doing it. A lot of people aren't. All right.
Yes, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it.
Thank you for that.
We appreciate it. Do you see my health energy field improving in the coming months?
Oh, Amanda, it's hailing where you are in Seattle? Oh my goodness. I'm not hearing it on my roof. But yeah, he is at Open Rally's Nest. You're right. Yeah, we got to send him energies. All right, Ness. The first card I get is the resource card. I'm feeling, and entertainment purposes only, of course, but I'm feeling like you might need to seek another resource to work with your energy or your situation to figure it, because sometimes we're at the wrong place or the wrong practitioner, or maybe they didn't see what they needed to see, or maybe it's a new thing that will help you out. So be open to that. I'm feeling as though someone's going to say to you, have you ever tried this? Oh, no, I haven't. And maybe you'll overhear it because they want you to be protected. And they're saying, here we have a crazy, I love these cards because they're so silly, but they're kind of true. He's afraid of the pumpkin, but really the pumpkin's not going to hurt him. So it's like, just be brave and suck it up and go do it. And then the next one I get is brave again. Oh my God, really? Oh my God. Yeah. They say you're being very brave, but yeah. All right, good. I'm glad that you understood it. Okay, good.
First card I got is Stand Still. I still haven't figured out what that bird is. I want to say it's not really sure. This card's always about it's about you and the environment, so it may feel as though that you're kind of in the muck
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I don't think having some type of energy or physical symptoms are usually something to celebrate. But so
Hmm.
knowing that there is land beyond the shores of the swamp that you might feel, so looking towards that,
Yeah. Yeah.
being positive. You know, we are more powerful than we believe we are, and that's so important, especially when it comes to the physical body. So I encourage you, whatever is happening, talk to your body, listen. um, it will tell you what you need to know.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's conscious, it's aware of you, it's trying to get you a message. So just saying, you know, I'm getting the message. What do you have to tell me? What do I need to know at this particular time?
Ooh.
Trusting whatever comes to you.
Okay.
Potential, this
Mhm.
interestingly kind of goes into what I was just saying. It's recognizing you are the mountain, you are steadfast, you can reach the galaxy and the stars above whenever you want to. And, you know, the body is perfect and meant to be perfect. So just
Mm.
really tapping in and knowing you can ease up a little bit. I get the message. Just tell me what I need
Yeah.
to do.
That's awesome. So I love it because the chatters are fabulous. And Lauren Hunsinger says, your bird is a spoonbill saltwater bird.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. I know it's not a duckbill platypus.
No, he wouldn't be on a stump, I don't think.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Okay. So let's see. What
Good.
else?
Well, not good, but take care of yourself, Ness. Yeah. Okay.
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones, the locker. Okay.
Love a message from my guides, please, for
Nice.
the next 2 minutes.
Yeah. What do your guides want to tell you? All right. So I got the cauldron, but this time it's the first card. It says creation, opportunity, and caring. I'm feeling like you got something brewing, Davy, something that you're working on, but you're not quite sure the way you want to go with it yet. But you know, it's boiling. It's at the and this is a good thing. It's like you've been working on it in your mind for a while. And so the next one you get is the walking staff. You're just looking for some support or some encouragement from other people. So let me say, you have mine. If this is really what's going on, take a leap, whatever it is that you've been investing your time and energy in, because it's there for you if that's what you want and you believe that it can happen. So, yeah.
This seems so cliche, but love.
Maybe that's what he wants.
But I think what's important, I should have showed this card first, is the purification. So going through purification, it's something that we all need to be doing right now. So releasing negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative experiences, doing that type of work, knowing that, you know, the past doesn't dictate the future, and that, you know, we can make a change. We you know, the last thing we need to do is get into stuck habits of thinking and doing and everything else. So the purification, I think, is the card first that should be come through, because in that, if we do that work, you know, like attracts like, love. So you know, if you're looking for love,
in all the wrong
keeping an open
places.
this is also a reminder that, you know, we tend to forget to love ourselves, and I think that's part of the purification. You know,
Was
our
that first card,
body.
was that a sunflower, Jason?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sunflower in the rain.
So what's really cool is that a sunflower, you know, mimics the sun, but it also has seeds, and those seeds can provide sustenance for you to love yourself. So
Yeah.
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 Neat.
Don't forget to love yourself.
That's right.
Especially self-talk. We are all guilty of negative self-talk, and our body listens to us. So that's I can't say that enough. So thank you for the
Absolutely.
question. That
Yeah.
some.
Before we lose maybe some people that were way in the beginning, do you have on your list somebody named Glorious? Because that was at 1:10 your time.
110. Okay.
Yeah. And then Willow was back there too. Rooted Willow. She was at 106. So yeah, and the other folks that maybe put it in early, or Sue and Nancy and Lulu put it in again, and Gray put it in again. So
Okay.
Jason's doing a great job. No,
Yeah,
you really
if you
are.
join later,
Yeah.
I'm rusty on the question, so please
Yeah.
don't take it personally if I accidentally missed you.
Doesn't mean that, and I can't do anything. I can only tell him. So yeah.
106, 106, 106. That actually helps a lot with the timestamps.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes you try to go all the way back to the beginning and you can't get there. It like cuts off at some point. So
106.
Rooted Willow.
Ah, gotcha.
And then, yep. And then Glorious is right after that.
Glorious. Yeah. You said 111.
110.
Yeah. 110. I see. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha
Great.
both. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you for the question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry I missed you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And when we get a group of people that come in, boom, 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 that happens. Yeah. So. Oh my God, this is the theme of the day between you and me. Purification. Mm-hmm. Purification. So, Willow, you are taking care of mom and dad, stepdad, and that's a lot of extra work. It's not only work on the physical, but it's also work on the emotional. And so they're saying, make sure, to stay hydrated, to make sure that you, and I know you will probably do smudge yourself or whatever you do, because I know you're good at that, but they're wanting to remind you that this takes out energy from us, unless we use Reiki, and then Reiki would be from the universe. The next thing I get here, though, is you are going to, it says a potion. Now, a potion to me would be, maybe a vitamin, because hopefully it isn't something that with what is it, wolfbane in it or something. But it says here, invigoration and empowerment. I'm feeling as though you need to be invigorated, but this whole thing that you're doing for your family is empowering you. And the same thing happened to me when I took care of my dad. So there is something about it. It can take from you, but it also can give to you what it is you exactly need. And they're loving the things that you do for your family. So,
yeah. She's caring for her dad. I'm sorry.
Her mom and her stepdad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking because the Broken Arrow card, this is about embracing the energy of peace. Mm-hmm. So we all do the best we can in this lifetime. So if there are, conflicts that you have in terms of, taking care of your family, mending those bridges, and the broken arrow is a powerful symbol just for not being defensive, not going on the offensive, just being in a place of love and understanding. And this one's interesting. The Oracle card, waiting for important information to come forth.
Okay. Well, she has her own channel, so she
Okay.
Okay. But she's got the scattered energies only because of having to do the caregiving, and her boys are in Alaska. She's on the other side of the country. I mean, there's a lot going on for her, but she is an oracle. She's very good at what she does.
Okay. And I think it's just the expression on the face, centering, finding grounding. Your name's Rooted Willow, so I think that explains says a lot about your approach to life in general. So just remembering to tap into your core amongst the chaos.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see.
Waiting on it to present itself. Okay. Well, you're in anticipation. It will show up, and it will. Thanks, Sue. Yes, Celtic Seer. You hit the nail on the head. My husband hasn't slept for 2 nights. I didn't sleep Monday night. I did sleep, but everybody's feeling emotional drained, and you're absolutely right. Yeah, she obviously does astrology. So.
Yeah. I know the shaman can, especially when it's really powerful, because last year, I think that there was a huge spike. I actually had a QHHT session with someone then, which was really interesting because before that, I was aware of the resonance, but I wasn't as aware of it in terms of the spiritual sense. And the person that I had seen had all these really off the walls, like medical symptoms, had just gone to the ER. Their heart rate was out off the charts. Cholesterol was like in the thousands. And it was like, it was unexplainable. And so they had just had that happen. And so I had the QHHC session. That person didn't know anything about the resonance. I had limited knowledge. And then I asked, what is going on? They said it's the Earth's resonance. It's high, so it affects everyone, especially when you're extremely empathic. And it also causes really mysterious physical symptoms that are actually blatant in your face messaging about what you need to pay attention to and what you need to release. So just as a side note there.
I love that. No, that's a wonderful thing to know, Jason, because between that and the solar storms, and then now they're saying that some of those satellites up there from who could be doing some stuff to us too. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't like it. All right. So Sue, you got this in the first card. So I'm going to say that you are feeling a bit more supported than you have been. And you have this walking staff to utilize, to lean on for the support and encouragement you need. So use it if you need to, so to speak, metaphorically. But look, the sun is out. And of course, you are going into fall down there in Australia. So, you've got a lot of things shifting and changing for you. But it says here, healing energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. Well, if that's what your outlook is for March and April, you can be happy you live in Australia. I mean, that's a wonderful thing at this point, from my point of view. But you have the gift. And so I pulled this extra one for you. You are holding the gift. And it says here that you can manifest and get answers anytime you want. Trust the answers that come to you because they're usually correct, spot on. Yeah.
So the first one I have is stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. So my feeling and sense, there will be challenges that are coming for you. And just to remember that, your inner strength and not being afraid to stand up to stand with your convictions and what you believe and who you are. Again, like earlier when I was saying, remembering that people have free will as well. And, sometimes they might not accept what you have to say, and just knowing that it's not your responsibility to change their mind. It's okay. Watching clouds, reminder, even in the face of adversity, just remembering to take time, connect with nature, relax, breathe. There is an element I feel like with you that connecting with the earth and allowing Gaia to transmute the energies that you might have. Something we forget often in Western world. The earth can, directing our energies into the earth can transmute those energies and give us back positivity and light. So that'd be
beautiful.
Beautiful. This one. Yeah. So thank you.
Wonderful.
I have a feeling I missed a bunch of people.
Well, you might have, but oh, there's one that I thought you missed, but you didn't. So, all right, that's good.
Oh, Nancy.
For those of you who just came in, Jason's doing a great job. He hasn't been on for a while, and you lose your touch after a while, but you didn't. So there you go. Yeah.
It's hard to straddle the spiritual with the technical.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. That's why now a lot of us, when we're doing channeling or we're doing any work like that, one of us asks the questions and the other one gives the answers, because you can't keep jumping out of 3 and 5D, it's really hard. So, yeah. All right. So Nancy. Ooh. So I love this card. The first card that comes up is support. So I feel as though maybe you have felt that you didn't get the support you needed for the jobs that you wanted. And I'm hoping this one will be the one for you. That's the question to ask yourself. Will this employer support you as much as you support them? Because they want to know what you're going to do for them. You need to know what they're going to do for you. And I know it's a fine line because you can't go in and go, all right, what are you going to do for me? Because it isn't really, that's not why you're there. But anyway, there's that. I get a sense that perhaps there will be an obstruction that might come up. And what that means is they said they'd get back to you at this certain time, or they emailed and it didn't come in, or they didn't call, or don't let that bother you. Sometimes it can take a week or whatever, because maybe something else has come up. But your outset is looking really good. These people are on their way. They're on their way on a trip. They got everything packed and they're ready to go. So they sense that that's you, that you got, you brought to them what you can do. You're packed and ready to go whenever they're ready for you. Yeah.
So the first card I have here is pleasure.
I love the card. It's gorgeous.
So I'm wondering if this is, you're asking if this is the one, because it is the one. We sometimes get the intuition and the and the knowing, but we'd rather ask the question and not trust what we already know. So I feel like there is an element to, the pleasure factor, meaning this is a position that you'd really feel comfortable and able to express yourselves in ways that are aligned with you. So that I think the pleasure, it's not necessarily about, vices. This is about, really finding your element and finding your flow at this particular time. Openness. I almost wonder if there will be another element or something opening up for you once you start this position that might be even more aligned with it. And so just being ready and open to accepting whatever comes your way in terms of something that you may not expect that will be even more aligned with who you are.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah, we filled that position. However, this position over here is needing to be filled. The only problem is that you make more money. Oh, okay. I'll take that problem.
Oh, no, not that.
Hi, Lulu. All right.
I am Lulu. Do my guides have any love messages for me? Fish, orange, white eyes.
Oh yeah, that's an it's a little emoji. Instead of that, it puts that up. Isn't that funny that it does that? Yeah. So she's fishing for love. That's interesting, because it could be a metaphor. Throw your see who you can hook. Ooh, all right. This is interesting. Okay. I get the crown first. Oh my God. That tells me that this is probably the one, or this is somebody coming in. It says success and victory in finding the love that you've been looking for. I get the lips next. So it could be that there's a couple things I'm thinking. There'll be an intimate communication, which could be words, but it also could be kissing or whatever. But I get the feeling that you have flirted with this person before, or there's been something going on with you and this person, and you kind of already have a connection, but it's going to go to a higher level. There's a possibility. And but they said it might sacrifice your connection to your spiritual life, or there might be a religious or a difference, like, let's say, well, I believe in this. My granddaughter, she went over to Tunisia. She met a man in Tunisia who was a Muslim, and she ended up getting married, and she became a Muslim. So it was like she was never that when she was growing up. So it could be something like that.
I was drawn to use these cards, and they're more complex, so that's why I did the big sign.
That's okay.
So this first one is Passion Flower, which is about surrender. So I call these cards kind of the two pathway cards. There's either the high road or the low road. Ultimately, there's not one that's better than the other. However, energetically speaking, we can either choose, in this case with the surrender, you can either choose to be resistant, closed-minded, and not open to possibilities, that you have a particular person in mind that you want to meet. However, you might be missing many that are actually presenting themselves to you. So I feel like with the flirting, maybe, you've seen people more as friends, or, he's not my type, whatever that might be. Just kind of reevaluating that and looking back, and maybe not trying to find that perfect person for you, but rather opening up to the possibilities, which is also related to this card, the wisdom.
Ooh. Yeah.
Which is, tapping into your inner knowing, not what society says, but what you feel and what you know is the right path to follow. So just taking another look at your options or who might present themselves, and really listen to your intuition. The unicorn on here too, all about the third eye. So, trusting your wisdom and inner knowing.
Very cool. Oh, those are cool cards. I like them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the person that I told you about way back is here. Glorious just posted at the very end and
Okay.
reposted their question. So okay, Celtic. We'll see what we can do. We're kind of coming up here on the hour. All right. Okay. Where should you head? All right. I don't know for sure if that is a spiritual where should you head, or if it is like, should I move my location? I just like a little more clarity on that, if you wouldn't mind. Physical, spiritual, mental. I mean, like, yeah, I don't mean you're mental. I just
Galactic.
oh, could be galactic. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever that is. Yeah.
Spiritual.
Spiritual. Okay, thank you. All right. Wow. All right. So the first card I get here is go back to your roots. There might be somebody in your ancestry that had a gift that you don't know about or you find out about. And so, I feel like we all could use healing up and down the ancestral line. And so what that means is, for instance, if I heal myself, then I can heal my mother's pain, even though she's on the other side. And I can heal my daughter's pain, so she doesn't have the problems that she has. And it's supposed to help, so there's a thought. The second one is silence. So I'm guessing that it's saying, go into the silence, much like Eckhart Tolle says in Stillness Speaks. Go into the silence and see what you hear, see what you get for that. And have the curiosity of a child. And I think we all could use that. And I love it because the way that this is coming out seems to really, really mean that you need to do some healing of your ancestry, to me. But yeah, if that works for you. Yeah. You're sighing again.
I got messaging before I pulled the cards, so
okay.
I'm just going to put this one up first as embracing. So I think this is being open, not, tapping into what really interests you and feels right to you. And it's really important to really, there are those people that, you have many different interests and you are pulled in many different directions: astrology, numerology, meditation, Tai Chi. I mean, I've come across people as a QHHT practitioner that they have all the books and all the videos and they've done all the different treatments and everything else. And then their higher self says, she's doing all this to distract herself, or he's doing all this to distract himself from what one focused, one calling. They never tell you what to do. It's more you're trusting your knowing. So I really encourage you to, like, what really calls to you and attracts you. if you're trying to do something that maybe you want to, offer to the public or practice with others, just always making sure that it calls to you. We try to put ourselves in these cookie cutter boxes. I did that when I first started out. It was like,
Me too. Yeah.
we compare ourselves to others and the messaging and the information and the guidance that they get for people. And it's like, it's unique to us. There are so many
Mhm.
abilities and so many things and talents that we have that we don't have words for, we don't know and understand. So it's really about finding your groove, um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
embracing that, like the card says. And if you do that, butterfly came up again, in
Oh,
terms of
there it is.
transformation.
Wow.
It's really
Yeah.
about getting down to roots, getting to the bare minimum of who you are, whether it be ancestry, if that
Mhm.
matters to you, if you feel called
Mm.
to do that. If not,
Yeah.
finding a soul family out there that really you resonate with. And because our true family isn't always about the biological. So that's something to think about too.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that, Jason, and it really speaks to you ultimately, the person that will need to you'll know, but you'll figure it out. And for me, I did all those distractions, so
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. I think we all do. We want to get that information right now. Why aren't we getting it? And I got
Yeah.
a whole bunch of books and stuff,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah.
And I'm thinking of one specific lady, and it was that I meet with people in their homes for the sessions, and she took me into her kitchen, and she had a very large kitchen, a lot of cabinets, and she opened them all up, and she must have had 300-400 different bottles of these different herbs and pills and everything else. She never had opened them, and it was her higher self actually came through and says she needs to focus.
I've got the
'Cause-
same problem. I'll buy
yeah,
rocks or I'll buy tarot decks or whatever it is. I
yeah,
don't need
yeah,
anything more than just letting myself just talk. But yeah, I
yeah.
get it. Yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
should we do one more?
sure.
Okay. I feel like I missed clicking on somebody. That was the next one I had.
Okay. Now creating something new. All right. So just so you guys all know, we'll probably have a show in a couple of weeks on my channel, and he'll simulcast. And so we're going to try to do maybe twice a month or something like that. So
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll do that.
Mhm.
If we didn't get to you, please don't take it personally.
You did really well, actually. You got a lot of people. You didn't miss very many. So all right.
Okay, something new.
See, Safe, are you still working? Are you working at your job still? Um, hmm. I get the feeling you're going to meet someone with whom you are going to have an affinity. In other words, you find someone, you find out that they like astrology, and oh, you like astrology, or maybe you like crafting, or you like journaling, or it doesn't have to be any type of spiritual. It could be you like going to the botanical gardens. I mean, it could be anything, but it's somebody that you're going to meet that, and then it's like, you like that too, you like that, and it could be a male, could be a friend, a girl, female, whatever, doesn't matter. But be very careful, because you want to make sure, and it's not to scare you, but you want to make sure that they are who they say they are. That's all, because there's a lot of that crap going on right now. So just be careful. I still feel like this is a good thing, but you have to just be careful. But I get escape, and I don't think you have to escape from this person, but maybe you will be able to escape from your worry about what's next for you. And then when you do, what you have will come in that you'll be able to figure out.
The first card I got was traveling lightly, so it's considering what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Simplifying, so maybe you might. I feel like you might be one of the ones that you have many different interests in many different directions. You might feel pulled, and so just maybe
Mhm.
taking a step back and breathing and evaluating what really calls to you and following it and not getting distracted away from that would be the first thing. The second thing, which again I was getting some messages and nudges before I pulled this card, wondrous universe, walking in beauty, approaching everything with a sense of wonder. But I also feel like there's something in the galactic for you in terms of exploring that more. Um,
Really?
Possibly, and I feel like maybe you've already kind of, this might be an interest, but you haven't explored it fully. But I feel like that, and this is happening for a lot of us, where galactic guides, our galactic DNA, that's coming to the forefront for us to tap into and remember who we are. So I feel like for you in particular, this is important, in terms of kind of awakening, and there's something about that where that creation will come through, fostering those connections and being open to that. However, like what Aley was saying with that one card, being discerning, knowing that not all galactic.
Yeah, you don't want to escape with the galactics. That's what.
Yeah.
Like flying away
Yeah,
to
and
the
also,
planet. Yeah.
and it has been told to me in terms of the galactic, us going to, raising our vibrations and staying in vibration isn't about us escaping what we're experiencing around us. It's learning to live in harmony. That's what the heart's all about. Being in rhythm, being in harmony. So just remembering, focusing on the galactic isn't for us, beam me up. Although it might be
at
good.
least wait. You don't know what the hidden danger is. Wait till you see the outfit they make you wear. You don't.
Yeah. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming. And again, if I'm rusty with the questions, but if I miss you, please come back again. I'm happy to do this, Sally, again. So, and other collaborations and everything else. So thank you, Aley.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to have you back. I'm sure you'll be hearing from some other folks that have been in the chat that have channels.
Yeah.
So,
well, good. Yeah, I'm open
Thank
and
you for
willing
having
and
me.
happy. So,
All
right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.